Hello, everyone. Welcome to One by One, a podcast where we uncover the stories, strategies, and secrets behind extraordinary success. I'm your podcast host, Robert Murigi, and we'll be building each other from the ground up. Join us as we uncover the blueprints of building a life, a career, or a business from the ground up. Subscribe now and never miss an episode from us. On today, we would like to enter straight into our something to further insist on the things that we have already discussed. Earlier on, we discussed about good planning. We discussed about don't fix something if it's not broken. Then we came all the way, we talked about what? You measure twice before you cut it. You see, that is accuracy and precision. Then from there, we said about what? You need the right tools, okay? You need the right tools for you to be able to make these firm decisions and good decisions. That prevention is better than cure, but our mission today is to expound it in the more of motor vehicle industry terms, that an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. What does this mean? This is proper planning for your future. Seeing the things that are about to break and you fix them in time. Most of the time we see it, and when we relate it with the mechanics, when we relate this to mechanics, we normally have, if one shock is worn, it's normally good to fit the other shock as well. When you do brake pads, the brake pads are normally two set this side and two set this side, but when they are sold, they are sold as two pairs, which is 4 pieces. What happens to this? You change this one side and you change the other side. Most of the time, when you wait until the brake pad is finished all the way, what does it happen? What happens? Or when you let it remain a very small piece, it makes something, it cerematizes. It makes the service very hard, so that when you step on the brakes, these are two frictional hard surfaces, and their brakes will never work again. Most of these cases is because those brakes have been left there for too long, and procrastination have kicked in, and it is at work. When you keep thinking, should I change those brake pads? I can still see they are there. That is the time when you now break the disc, which is now, most of the time, it is more expensive than the brake pads. So we see this in the areas of personal development, okay? And when we seek support from the people ahead of us, the people who are willing to help us, and you go there and you humble yourself, you ask for that help, that could help you prevent a problem, a bigger problem that you could have indulged yourself in, or you could have plunged yourself in, and you'll never be able to come out of it. We have seen buildings having a crack, and what happens? You keep seeing, this crack, and then you try to put cement on that crack. Most of the time, if it is not repaired properly, that will bring the whole house down. We do not want to be getting to these problems, the problems that we could have solved. When we talk about our health, what happens? Do we eat the right food? Do we exercise? Do we take care of our body? Do we sleep enough? Okay. Are we leaving ourselves to say that, no one will live forever? Let me tell you, you want the time you live here, you want to live the best life. You want to enjoy each and every minute. You don't want to spend your lifetime sick. No one wants that. And when I talk about this, I feel a lot of pain when I talk about this, because I have seen this happen in my family. Don't wait until those small things that would make all the difference. We use this as a platform to improve our lives. When you are working for someone, what are you doing? You are in school, basically. When I started the job I'm doing right now, I did not know anything about those tracks. But once I started doing it, it became easier and easier and easier each and every day. Why? Because I want to safeguard my career stagnation. The only way you can do that is to keep learning more and more stuff, new things. Don't ever call it an end of learning. It will never end. The learning ends when you die. You become better in that thing that you're doing every day just because of accepting how to do it. You become the best version of yourself when you do the things that will help you to become. When you save, what do? When you plan the finances that you have, when you invest properly, what are you doing? You are preventing the problems of the future. This is what I'm saying. Learning, saving, going to that gym, getting that checkup, heart rate, BP, check whether you're still okay. Why? Because we have had many people who could have said, oh, I started feeling this a long time ago, but I thought it's just a pain. How many people do that? And they end up having complications that leave their families poor. They leave them impoverished because they spend all the money trying to fix a problem which could have been prevented earlier enough. When I saw one of my friends using the vernier caliper at work and micrometer screw gauge, I had forgotten how to use them. You see, even if my work requires me to know, I had forgotten how to do it. Relationship. What are the things that helps us so that we are able to maintain the focus in the marriage or in the relationship? This comes with open communication, having a talk all the time, creating time so that you can eliminate misunderstanding and conflicts. How do you do this? By creating time to bond with your partner. This helps a lot and it makes things to become, you are able to see things as they happen. If a mistake is about to happen, you are able to see it very clearly and then you can be able to stop it. So therefore, the choices we make each and every day would accelerate the problems which are already existing, or the choices that we make today could help us eliminate those problems so that we do not find ourselves building the whole house. We don't want to see ourselves changing all the 4 brake pads, all the 4 brake discs, because we did not pay attention to the brake pads when they were getting worn. We see sometimes we don't service the engine. And what happens when you don't service the engine? It will create sludge inside and the oil becomes thick as it's not able to perform as is required. What happens? The engine breaks down. So this time you are not going to buy oil or the filters, you are going to buy the whole engine. Is there any one of us who want to do that? No. When we are in school, as young people, what do? Let us listen to our parents. Let us work with them. You see, let us seek advice when we need it. Let us not just keep quiet and think everything will just work, because those things, they do not exist in this world. If there is something you can do today to improve your life, do it. If you want to go to back to that school, go back to that school, do that course. In that job that you go every day, maintain a positive attitude, maintain learning attitude so that you are able to assimilate a lot of information which you could have otherwise gone to school to study. Thank you so much for today. Let us pay attention to those things. Let us pay attention to the things that could potentially cause trouble, and we live a good life. And prevention is better than cure. It is never late. It's better not to go than to be late. Something that we can do easily today, but you did not do it yesterday because of we have enough time. There is no time. The discussion today we are having is the limited time we have. Time is the most limited resource in this world. The way you use that time every day makes all the difference in your life. Do we have time? Yes. Where can we get time? Where can we get? By saving the things that we do not want to do later. When we relate this to the lives we live and the work we do, if a machine is not serviced in time, it will break down. We even went further to get something we call midlife, that a machine has done so much and we don't want it to fail. From here, the probability of failing is normally big. So what do? You remove the engine, you remove the transmission, and you get them rebuilt, even if they're not broken, to assure you that you're going to the future. What is this one thing that you're doing? Contain your ego, contain your pride, and get taught. And that's the only way you are going to improve and become better. When you have a positive attitude at work, when you are getting it done every day, whether you're doing your own work, you're doing someone else's work, you're doing your kids' work, what do? You maintain that good positive attitude, and this becomes infectious. Everyone becomes happy, everyone is able to see the right with you. Maintaining that good relationship, good networking with your friends, having the right people, good network with you, that could help you to become what you. And whether you are an aspiring entrepreneur, a seasoned professional, or simply someone looking for inspiration, one by one, we will equip you with the tools and insight you need to lay the foundation for your own success stories. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and leave us a comment. Your feedback helps us to grow and bring you even more inspiring stories. Thank you for listening to Building from the Ground Up. Remember, every great accomplishment starts with a single step. What will you build today? Until next time, keep building, keep striving, and keep reaching for your own dreams.